What's up, man? This your boy Egg Longshoreman. My first interview. Got to bring something new to the channel, something that people like want to see behind the scenes, like what it takes to be a longshoreman, and give people outside our version of it. Every port is different, as far as processing wise. But like, it's the same shit everywhere. For real, everybody go through the same stuff. Some might be good, some might be worse. But I got a special guest with y'all, my boy Ameen Zaakir. Former vice president, served the executive board, and he gonna tell y'all his experience, how when he came in, and how things changed from back then until now.
Yeah. How you doing? My name is Ameen Zaakir. I'm a former vice president, local 1410. Right now I'm just a worker, longshoreman, lasher. So I started back in 1995 when I first got on the dock. Back then that was we had a lot of break bulk and general cargo. Coming up there, it was basically almost like this. I ain't gonna say pretty much say it's the same as like it is now. Back then it was kind of rough. It was rough coming up. Trying to get your hours and everything too.
They talk to you crazy, all kind of wild shit.
Man, back then they used to talk to you like they used to talk about your mom and everything.
you can't do that now. You do it now. Yeah. They write that paperwork in their ass.
They be talking about your mom and everything. Shit, don't have no old lady. They talk about your old lady. Shit, be glad when you be at work, talking crazy every day. You know what I'm saying? So I know, but it's pretty much the same, but not so much of the same. Because back then it was a little bit harder trying to get in on the dock. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to get their 700 hours to try to get to that key box. You know what I'm saying? But back then, you know what I'm saying, you had a lot of people that they was helping other people get in, get their hours and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the ones that had to go and hustle every day to get their hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's if they ain't know nobody.
Especially if you don't know nobody, ain't nobody no kin to you down now.
It's gonna be rough.
Right, that make it even harder for you. See what I'm saying? So then, but as long as you got the skills, you know what I'm saying, you showing that you willing to, you know what I'm saying, to do the work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show that you trying to learn every day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't making too many mistakes. You paying real close attention to everything you say, because it's real dangerous down there.
Okay, everybody gonna make mistakes. You
right.
Make mistakes.
So you gotta pay real close attention. You know what I'm saying? Just try not to make the same mistake twice. You know what I'm saying? You'll make it here and now, but you know what I'm saying, you basically gonna try not to make the same mistake twice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn pretty quick. Because it's real dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I know we be in some dangerous spots at a lot of times. And I know by us being there for so long, we pretty much experienced, so we do a lot of stuff that we don't really supposed to be doing because of the safety issue to a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But we just so used to it and just confined to just doing our work so smooth like that.
Trying to knock it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We do a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that we should just be sitting back and it actually take us longer to do it, you know what I'm saying, if we do it the way it's supposed to be did. You know what I'm saying? The real proper way. You know what I'm saying, the way it's supposed to be did. Then even if we had the right manner, it'll go even faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. They took away our manner, you know what I mean? So that made it kind of harder too. But back then, like I said, going back, based on how it was back then, like I said, when we was coming in, everybody wanted, you gotta get them 700 hours. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they don't like that RC box because they feel like it was out. Not the RC box, but the rehab box. They feel like it was in your weight. You know what I'm saying? Feel like you're saying that person now always getting in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to show enough to get a job.
I used to be mad as hell. I see y'all come in like, damn, they just need to take their ass home. Think you about to get a job? Those last few minutes, they come bomb rushing in.
Yeah, we was the same way. You know what I'm saying? When we was coming in now, you know what I'm saying? We just see them old guys. They come back. They doubling back trying to get a job. We was like, man, don't they ever go home? You know what I'm saying? We like, shit, can't never get a job. And I used to tell my dad, I said, man, I get tired of going down there. I sit there and say, man, when I go down there, it's when I go down there. You know what I'm saying? I don't never get no job. You sit there, but like the day when I sit there and say I don't want to go, them be the days he tell me to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be surprised. It might be somebody at home thinking the same thing you think. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you go down there, boom, there you go. You got a job. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying that main thing is just keep on showing your face. You know what I'm saying?
Keep on coming.
You got to keep coming. You know what I'm saying? So long as you keep coming, you know what I'm saying? They recognize you. You know what I'm saying? And then it's also your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't working right, you know what I'm saying, they'll skim over your head.
They're going to talk about your head. They're going to talk about your head.
Comb your hair. You know what I'm saying? They pick our passion.
You already know they say The rumors spread through the dock fast in the hospital.
Yeah.
Shit. They know you're a bad worker, everybody gonna know.
Yeah, they gonna see it that same. Everybody gonna see it that day, especially the people that working right there with you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna say whether or not you saying if you're a good worker or not off the top. You know what I'm saying? They pick and choose who they want to work with too. You know what I'm saying? As you start seeing getting picked with certain individuals, a lot of individuals ain't gonna want to work with you, period. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna like the way you work and different stuff like that. See what I'm saying? So, but like I said, it's pretty smooth. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like. The only thing I don't like really too much about the job now is the politics. You know what I'm saying? Now that I see it a little bit more than what I did back then I probably didn't even pay attention to the politics. Was out there just doing what I needed to do and just, you know what I'm saying, working, hustling, coming home, you know what I'm saying, taking care of the family. You know what I'm saying? But now you see the politics in it. You know what I'm saying? The more you get involved in it, you start seeing, you know what I'm saying, how the favoritism and all that different stuff start to play, you know what I'm saying, take place. And that's the way, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't be going. You know what I'm saying? It should be going to where everybody get treated, you know what I'm saying, fairly, equally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the opportunity to shine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to get that opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, to shine. You know, especially, you know what I'm saying, the different jobs, like certain people, they want to be crane operators.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff get denied because, you know what I'm saying, because a person might feel a certain type of way, or he might feel like you might not be the one, but they never gave you that opportunity.
Yeah, give me a chance.
Right, to sit there and show whether or not if you the one. Even the one that, you know what I'm saying, that you see that got the jobs before you prior to them, them even make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So they can't sit there and say they're not looking for mistakes to be made, you know what I'm saying? Because them even make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no perfect operator, you know what I'm saying? Not just coming in the seat, no way, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn it as you go.
You know, every crane operator, they done told some shit up.
Right.
Everybody done told
I
some
just
shit
seen
up.
plenty on saying, especially when they started breaking from out of Mississippi.
They tearing it up.
Yeah, they tearing up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to come over here and get used to how we do certain stuff, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different technique, you know what I'm saying? But Mobile had his own certain technique of how they go about doing stuff. See what I'm saying? So when they come over, they gotta prepare to learn this technique, you know what I'm saying, in order to keep it flowing smoothly. Yeah. Then other than that, you know what I'm saying, being a vice president, you know what I'm saying, it was an alright situation, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you know what I mean, helping people, you know what I'm saying, different stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, being able to learn a lot about the union, you know what I'm saying, how you want to make the union move forward and different stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, learning how to negotiate different stuff, you know what I mean.
Build on relationships.
Yeah, building a relationship with the company, you know what I'm saying, other longshoremen and different stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, understanding how they port operates and different stuff like that. All that came to, you know what I'm saying, came to be some good information to know, you know what I'm saying, so that way you can see how you would want to build your port if you actually was to move into the fields of wanting to be an officer and different stuff like that. You got the different branches to it, you know what I'm saying, you got the president, the vice president, the financial secretary, recording secretary, and then the executive board, you know what I'm saying, trustees and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, all them different branches, everybody got a part to play in it. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, just about all presidents that probably came through, I never really just seen one that was just all the way 100. So,
they're like in real life, everybody not gonna like the United States president.
right.
Everybody not gonna like them. They're gonna have
Right.
something to say about this person, that person.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And you still got it going on now. You know what I'm saying? The different stuff that I know I myself don't even, you know what I'm saying, don't like what I see with, you know what I'm saying, with the president that's in power now, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, other people might see it differently, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their choice to choose how they want to go about choosing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Then as time go on, they'll learn from, you know what I'm saying, whether or not that was a good choice or a bad choice, you know what I'm saying? So, with that, they say it is. He said it is what it is.
So like a lot of people, they don't know about, they just not learned about longshoremen. Cause like since I started my YouTube channel, and you know, leading other longshoremen, whether it's with the ILA or the ILW, that's on the West Coast. I've been meeting other longshoremen, and I learned that, you know, everybody operates their port differently, and everybody basically go through like the same shit. And you know, since social media, a lot of people know about longshoremen, like what it takes to be a longshoreman, what you gotta have. And I always tell them, you have a twit card first. That's the first thing you need is a twit card. Make sure you don't have no felonies, no warrants, because you go try to get your twit card, and you have a warrant or unpaid child support, They gonna lock your ass up. It's
Yeah.
over with.
Yeah, I started from working on it. You can't have no violations or nothing like that. I know back in the days, you know, before it even came to that point, where you saying it didn't come into that to affect it to that 9/11 situation.
Y'all had that tweet card back then, did it?
Nope, you saying as long as you had your social security number, you know what I'm saying, you was good to go. You saying they basically just take that number down and break it down to them last little numbers that you got on your card now.
So 9/11 affected everything.
Yeah. So once that 9/11 came into effect, you know, saying that's when we started was required to have the tweet cards, you know, saying to get on the premises. And back then, you saying, like I say, the way it is now, it pretty much, I guess, a person that's probably coming up, he probably be looking at the same way I probably was looking at it then. But at the same time, not all the way to the full extent of how I looked at it then, because back then, like I say, it was a lot of crazy talking on the dock.
Yeah, it's like they have more. It's more easier now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't too much hear too many people talking. You know, say there's a lot more easy with the work. But I know too much work on CSA side no more, so I don't know how that general cargo work really working now.
Yeah,
now it probably be easier for me with my position, you know what I'm saying, because I probably get an easier job, you know what I'm saying, based off of my seniority. But other than that, I just want to I ain't been out in a while to really sit there and say whether how easy that is by now.
Would you ever go work in the hole again?
Would I?
Yeah.
If it came down to it, you know what I'm saying? If it came down to it, you say, you always got to step back and go, to go and make some more money if you need to make some money.
Yeah. I wasn't going to the hole. I said, I ain't going to the hole. I got my car deal. I ain't got to go in the hole. But like you said, you never know what situation you be in. You might have to do that job. You're going to do the job or go home and lose out on money.
Yeah, because basically when you look at it like right now, you're saying we're supposed to have a 6-man lashing game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they forced us to do it with a 4-man lashing game. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna either do the work or go home. You know what I mean? So you're gonna go ahead and just do it with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Even though it requires 6 men. You know what I'm saying? The only thing it is making the company make more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you pay the extra man.
But it's hurting you in the long run because it's
taking a toll
on your body. You know what I'm saying? You need the extra body to help you, you know what I'm saying, to make it a little longer than what you're trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the hard part of how they got it going now, you know what I'm saying? Now they trying to sit there and say they want you to break down the whole ships and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
With only them 4 men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine you saying how hard it was when we had the 6, you know what I'm saying? But now they want you to do the whole thing with just the 4.
Yeah.
So it's always something that's trying you to minimize or limit what they willing to offer if they want you to give them the most of what they ask. So you're saying so that it's give and take, but they don't do the giving, they do more taking than anything.
Yeah, cause a lot of people they ain't gonna come on that boat. They scared of that boat. They might try it 1 time or 2 times, and after that, it's like, whoo,
yeah,
it's too much. Have you ever? I know I'm pretty sure you've seen it. What's your experience? You seen that people like come on the boat?
I done seen some guys come on that muscle bound. Feel like he could pick up a truck. You know what I'm saying? And get up there. You think he got all them muscles and he can do something. You simply he get up there and get on them rods and get the
get the dancing on.
One time me and some other new guy, I don't know who he was. He was big. You know what I'm saying? So we had him.
Dale Braces, yeah.
Yeah, we had him just standing the poles up on, you saying, leaning them up against the box. And he was leaning them up wrong. He leaned them up the way they'll slide down on another rod. Just so happened, Aaron had his back turned to him while we laughing. And when I heard the sound, because that's where I said you got to pay a lot of attention.
Yeah.
When that sound started to change, I heard it slide down. I looked up and I caught it like just in time because he was finished. Well, he still smacking, you know what I'm saying? But I caught it, you know what I'm saying? But then how long? It shocked my wrist.
The long rod.
Long rod.
Woo. Y'all know how them long rods is.
If I wouldn't have caught it, it would have knocked them out. You know what I'm saying? It would knocked them out this time on. It lay them down. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be careful. So you gotta go on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Go down on the other end.
Work by yourself.
Yeah.
Do it
on the other end. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta learn how to start hanging them up. You know what I'm saying? And then I never seen them again. After that, they ain't no way.
He probably stay on the grind or a truck or some damn road.
Yeah.
Probably left, ain't no telling.
A lot of them, they don't even come. They ain't gonna come back up on that boat, especially once they get a hold of them long rods or big turnbuckles.
Oh, they're the hard, heavy turnbuckles. Woo, that make all that gonna cramp up. You got some of the big turnbuckles.
About
You don't crop.
or 3, 4. You can get you about 4 whole bays to break loose.
Oh yeah.
Or 4 whole bays to put it back. Yeah, that changed a lot on them too.
When you lancing, you spinning. That's a workout right there.
Constantly.
Constant workout. There's a lot of times some people they want to try to work you fast, but you gotta move at your own pace.
Right.
Or you and your partner, y'all move at the person specific pace, and that's how y'all make it work. If you over here doing one thing and they working another way, y'all gonna be stuck in that baby for 2-3 hours.
Yeah, see, like I said, it'd make it even way better if you had that breaker man.
Yeah.
That man that can break. You got a breaker man that's breaking. Especially you can say you get that breaker man that break them bars and tighten up. You saying that'll make everything flow even
That's
better.
why we need that third man back.
Gotta
We need
have
that third man back. Sometimes some boats you need 4 people on one side.
That for sure. I'm saying there's some boats I don't even go and catch them. Period. I'm saying I'm not gonna even. I'm already in it, so I ain't gonna enter myself no more than what I'm already with. I'm saying I don't even catch them. Period. I'm saying again at the same time, I got a lot of seniority too. So my thing is, in order for us to really get what we're trying to get, you gotta help to let the lower class man be able to move up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the way it is now, I guess you're saying they're getting a lot of work now because it was trade wrong. You know what I'm saying? They thought we had 800 people strong, so that's why all the work coming in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the low class man, you can get a lot of work now. You know what I'm saying? Because we got shifts that's coming that really don't supposed to be here because it's thinking that we got the manpower for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now if we get the 800 strong, that'll be beautiful for everybody.
Everybody gets a chance to eat.
Right, especially for our seniority, because the more we go up in seniority, when you bringing in low class in, you know what I'm saying, it's building in your retirement. You know what I'm saying? That's how it flows. You know what I'm saying? The low class man is actually paying for the retirement of the seniority man. He worked his way all the way up, and then that next group come in and do the same thing for them. You just keep on moving like that in the chain. You know what I'm saying? But the way it is now, like I say, it's just we ain't got the manpower. But if we had the manpower, it'd help us out a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we got some people that come in and that want to just learn anything about the little craft. You know what I'm saying? Drivers, you know what I'm saying? You got all kind of different stuff. Ground man, boat man. You know what I'm saying? Just learn it. You know what I'm saying? Move your way on up. You know what I'm saying? That'll help out. You'll love it in the end because it'll benefit you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the way the pay rate is going.
Yeah, a lot of people ask what the pay rate is and stuff. You had a tier wage program, start at 20. People coming in now it's like 20 and work your way up. Take 5 years to top out. And I came in for the container pay. I was getting top pay, but I never would get like a whole shift. Cause my dad, he was working down here, and you know he'll knock off a half a shift, and I get the rest. And I'm like, oh, this look good, but I never could get like a full shift. And then they changed the money around, and they put us on a tier wage program. Like if you came in at a specific time, they cut you all the way back to $15 an hour. I used to be so mad. Man, work with the older guys, and I'm doing all the work. They just sitting back, grinding me up. They reaping off my benefits and stuff, man. So a lot of people, they was mad as hell. I'm in top pay now, but back then, I was pissed off about it. I didn't like that.
I remember when they cut the pay. You know what I'm saying? We was at top pay, and they cut the pay down a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? That put a lot of people. We actually lost a lot of workers behind that because people started losing stuff behind that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had built up a lifestyle of making this kind of money, and then here they just cut everybody's pay. They basically killed our port almost to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But it benefit them in the long run, but it didn't help us. It didn't help us at all. I'm saying it hurt us more than it helped us. Took away money. You know what I'm saying? Because the more people that would have been put into the plan, that's more money on a lot of different stuff. So we lost in a major way when they did it like that.
Hey, still hurt right now.
And that still got a setback right now. You know what I'm saying? Because by them cutting it like that, you saying that cut when they cut the money, you cut a lot of stuff. You saying a lot of them is like, especially the people that didn't have no seniority.
Yeah.
So it wasn't nothing else they could really do. You know what I'm saying? They had to move on and find something that they can afford to keep on living that lifestyle that they didn't already built. You know
Someone left and working other jobs to maintain what they had going on.
Right. Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Whether they had several houses, or everybody had a business, or they might have had some side hoes. I mean, you never know. They gotta keep something. They gotta keep them happy.
Yeah.
They gotta maintain.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a lot of that going on.
Yeah. I'm also working out here with the like general cargo side, working this weather, and if it's raining, they gonna just like see like some rain coming, they gonna stop the work, slow the work down. Y'all go to the warehouse and be on standby for like an hour or two. Versus you at the container yard, you still working. Rain, sleet, snow.
Yeah.
Like I said, you working in the docks, man. You working outside, so you working in all kind of weather. And you know, a lot of people they can't handle it.
Yeah, man, that's one thing about it. We be out there in that weather a whole lot, so we kind of used to this, I'm saying, how it changes. Pretty much, you're saying, we keep ourselves, I don't know too much off the north, know too many of us to really get sick from it, because you're saying, because we stay out in the weather the majority of it, you're saying, shit, all year round.
Yeah.
Out the whole, every season. We out there. We in it.
I remember one time we were working on the ship, we were on the boat. I think it was in the wintertime. It started raining and it was cold. Remember that shit? Everybody got wet. And they didn't have a tally room.
One year, me and you was on the boat together and that tornado hit the winter.
Yeah.
They were tearing up some shit over on this side of town. They were here while we was on the boat. So, man, that tornado out there hit. Yeah.
So you gotta have your gear. Rain gear. Get you a good rain suit. Don't get the one the company give you, because the company, they gonna give you some cheap shit. You been over one time, that shit tearing up. So you gotta, go to Bass Pro or go on Amazon or something, get you a good rain gear. We'll get you some good boots, whether it's rain boots or working boots. You gotta get there.
Yeah. Gotta keep you some good. Don't get you no cheap shit either.
Can't be cheap.
Yeah. You want some shit that gonna last you a good little while.
I be seeing guys, they still be working they wear the same shit from 10 years ago. Holes all in their pocket.
I still do it. I wear that shit till it start tan real bad.
Right to the wheel fall off.
I'm telling you, because they ain't up some work clothes, you know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, once that winter come in, you're gonna use a lot of that tough shit to put on and bundle up under the stuff you got on. It get cold out there on that water. You know what I'm saying? So hell, I keep all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I buy new shit, you know what I'm saying?